body condition of your deer has a big impact on their performance at key times of the year. Hinds in good condition at mating have the best chance of getting pregnant. They conceive earlier and fawn earlier. And hinds in good condition for fawning and lactation can feed their fawns better and wean heavier fawns. Body condition for stags is important too. Going into mating, after the rut in early winter, and for velveting stags in late winter and spring. By body condition scoring your deer, you'll be able to keep track of how the herd is doing. And you'll be able to intervene early if necessary to lift their condition. Body condition scoring puts your deer on a scale of 1 to 5. More on those numbers in a moment. To do body condition scoring properly, it needs to be hands-on. You can't do it accurately just by looking at them in the paddock or yards. One reason is because a thick winter coat can hide the actual body condition. When you touch or palpate each animal at key places on its back and rump area, you'll get a good feel for how much subcutaneous fat they have, or if they have lost muscle mass. There are 4 landmarks on the animal for body condition scoring, and by checking each of them, you can accurately measure what shape they are in. The wings of the pelvis, or pin bones. The sacrum, that's the section of the spine between the hips. The spine. And the rump area. Now back to those numbers. This is what the 5 steps on the body condition scoring scale look like. When you're scoring your animals, use either a whole number or you can use half units, like 3.5 or 4.5, if you think an animal is somewhere in between. A 1 is in very poor condition. It's actually malnourished, and this is a health and welfare issue. The pin bones and sacrum are very prominent and sharp. There's little muscle in the rump, no fat cover, and the rump area feels concave. Animals in this condition urgently need nutrition and care, and hinds this poor are very unlikely to conceive or raise a fawn. Deer this poor can't be transported. Get veterinary advice as soon as possible. A 2 is in poor or lean condition. The pin bones and sacrum still stand out and they're easy to feel without pushing your finger down. The rump is slightly concave. Hinds going into mating with a score of 2 are still too light. Many won't conceive. Supplementary feeding with quality feed after weaning can help lift their condition in time for mating. A 3 is in moderate condition. The pin bones stand out, but they're rounded and you can easily feel them if you press down slightly. The spine along the sacrum is slightly enveloped and it doesn't stand out. The rump area is flat. A body condition score of 3 to 3.5 is reasonable for hinds going into mating. A 4 is in good condition. The pin bones are rounded and you can feel them under a thin layer of fat. The spine along the sacrum is enveloped and you can feel it only if you press down firmly. The rump area is slightly rounded. A deer with a body condition score of 5 is in very good or fat condition. The pin bones and spine along the sacrum are hidden under a layer of fat and you can't feel them even if you press firmly. The rump is rounded. So what does all this mean for managing your deer and improving your productivity? For your hinds, there are 2 crucial times for good body condition: leading up to mating and leading up to fawning. If you pre-rut wean, body condition score your hinds at weaning. If they are less than the ideal minimum score of 3 to 3.5, there's a short window of opportunity to bring their condition back up. With the right nutrition, they can put the condition on in quite a short time. And if you condition score your hinds in spring, before fawning, you'll see whether you need to boost their feed intakes to be in the best shape for the demands of lactation. For your sire stags, keep an eye on their condition in the lead up to the rut. And for velveting stags, watch their condition in late winter and early spring, leading up to button drop. Body condition scoring is subjective, so use these guidelines to set up your own standard system to calibrate what you do and make sure you're consistent. This gets easier with practice. And remember that weights of adult deer alone won't tell the story of their condition. It's the changes in condition and weights over time that matter. If it's not feasible to condition score your whole herd, consider just doing a sample group. That will still give you a great insight into how they're doing. So there we have it. Condition scoring is an excellent way of making sure you're keeping your deer in the optimum shape for maximum productivity. Download the Body Condition Score Chart and give it a go.